Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Insurance Insights podcast. This episode is brought to you by Policybazaar for Business, which is the corporate insurance vertical of Policybazaar, committed to making business insurance affordable and accessible. Today I'm honored to be joined by Seema, who is the director and founder of Antarmanh Consulting. Antarmanh is a company that is focused on enhancing mental well-being and employee productivity within organizations. They offer a range of services to boost employee productivity and employee engagement. Their approach includes tailored interventions, which is unique to every organization to suit their particular needs.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's an absolute pleasure coming here.
Can you share Antarmanhs Journey since its inception in 2012 and explain what inspired the establishment of the company?
So, seed of starting something, Antarmanh, I think it was lying very much in my childhood. As a child, I never liked going to school. So, I always thought that having a great infrastructure, nice teachers might add to happiness of a child. And once I grew, I found there are so many such schools are there. But then I saw my younger daughter, she was not happy in the school. I, despite having all luxuries in my life, cell phone, money, luxury cars, bigger houses, I was not happy. And then I saw so many senior citizens, they have achieved a lot, settled their children, even they were not happy. So we were definitely doing something fundamentally wrong. And that thought is consistently hitting my mind. And since then, I have been thinking what kind of support network we can build for people where they can evolve and feel happy what they actually deserve. And that's where Antarmanhs, because it is all about your inner conscious, came into picture. And we thought it is not just about one aspect of life, but it is about so many dimensions of life. And that the mindset of building an ecosystem emerges. So then we entered into B2B business, and we have designed our interventions in a way which is not just uplifting an individual, but it is also enhancing organizational effectiveness and a culture of resilience and collaboration.
How has Antarmanh made a difference in the lives of the people and organization you work with? And what unique approaches in your services do you use to stand out from your competitors?
So 12 years back, most of the corporate world was looking for a reactive model for mental well-being, which is a EAP helpline call. But we realized that there is a specific need of customized solution as per the industry, as per the job profile, or probably at a very, individual level also. And the problem is not just about mental health is not an independent variable. As I said, there are multiple dimensions involved. It could be financial challenges, it could be relationship challenges, it could be relationship challenges with your workplace or your colleagues, or some inherent challenges. So or even your health and wellness issues. So we thought of designing programs which is helping individuals at the same time to move and to develop better sense of belongingness with their corporate, so that once they are 100% at workplace, they are capable of resolving complex problem of businesses. Each business face multiple challenges. To name it, the customer satisfaction remains the top priority. The risk mitigation remains another priority. Cost optimization, another priority. Profitability, productivity, these are the basic priority for any sort of business. And once mental health intervention can achieve these profitable or the yardstick of a business performance and protection, that is where we were focusing more on. And once entire team or entire organization is aligned with the right goals, we are definitely capable of achieving these business goals. It is definitely for SMEs. That is a huge need, because SMEs are evolving and they do not understand, or maybe their funds do not allow them to build that kind of ecosystem where their employees are feeling more safe, psychologically safe. feels like stake in organization for a pretty longer time. That's where our solutions are very, very apt for even a smaller organization having 10 employees.
So Seema, what are some of the significant risks that organizations typically face in your industry, and some specific strategies that Antarmanh uses to mitigate these risks?
In 2020, once pandemic hit, the entire globe understood the value of mental well-being. Sudden surge in understanding, the awareness of mental well-being grew manifold. And as it grew manifold, the risk associated with mental health also grew manifold. And the risk even catering these services virtually also grew manifold. And that's where it was important to ensure that whatever the data we are collecting, it has to be protected well. How to cover this? That was a question to us. Generally, we always think how we can manage these things emotionally and with the physical support, but few things are important to inbuilt in the infrastructure, inbuilt in the IT infrastructure, and cybersecurity insurance was the high priority for us because it was helping us to protect the data which we are taking from the people across the globe, and also it was also helping us to mitigate the risk with phishing, spam emails, maybe the malware, something is happening to our own systems. So these kind of insurance helped us to protect our business well in advance. We cater a very niche industry called trust and safety industry. We are very grateful that we are leaders there. We have created a very unique solutions once it is coming to mental well-being. There are many cyber guards every day which are moderating content for us. Protecting their emotional well-being was a huge challenge because it was a very fairly new concept and we had to do many research around that area, what is helping them. While designing this entire program, we could identify that any business have three main components. One is its people, second is infrastructure, and third is process. That was the challenge in front of us, how we mitigate risk at all three dimensions.
Seema, now that we have understood all the risks and challenges faced by organizations in your industry, how does insurance help you mitigate all these risks?
So Ashu, interestingly, I always say to my client that your stress is now my stress. I say it very candidly and very confidently. But trust me, back in my mind, I was always scared because I am capable of taking care of their people. But what happens to my own people? How will I ensure that the three dimensions I keep talking about, the process, infrastructure, people, I'm able to take care of them at back end in my office? And trust me, the solutions which Policybazaar for Business have provided us, it really helped me to mitigate my own stress. Now my stress is being shared by Policybazaar for Business. So that was a huge success for me. We connected with a representative from Policybazaar and tried to understand what are the potential threat to our kind of business and what are the solution to protect us from these risks. So I think the major three important coverage came out after brainstorming sessions with the Policybazaar for Business managers and team there. That cybersecurity is something which we were really very, very scared and keen to protect that. And then we understand the value of having a commercial journal liability. I never thought that can be a product for me. I always thought that I'm not a big organization or a manufacturing organization. Their occupational hazards can happen. I never thought it is a equally important product for me also. Since we are providing consulting professional services, it was very important for us to have a error and omissions coverage as well. So I think these three products suggested by Policybazaar for Business really helped us to design our own contingency plan because it was covering all three aspects. We were covering people, these insurance were covering processes and infrastructure very, very smartly for us. So it is a great solution for us.
What are Antarmanh's goals and visions for the future in enhancing organizational wellness and transformation? And how do you see the role of risk management and insurance evolving in your industry?
So I wish to continue to lead in wellness, corporate wellness and transformation for my clients, definitely. I enjoy bringing innovation and implementing through technology so that we can reach more and more people. We solve very nuances and smaller problems for our clients. And at the same time, it is my learning throughout these 12 years that, planning for risk mitigation in advance is highly important. We don't know for what kind of problems we may foresee in the future. So having a collaboration like, this collaboration with Policybazaar for business is a roadmap for me, because the brainstorming sessions we have for the potential problems which might occur after 2 years or 3 years, and once we are planning it well in advance, it is highly important that futuristic solutions which we are providing for our clients will emerge as a unique proposition, unique differentiator for us. Ashu, what I think, we are already living with our mental biases, because we have always seen insurance as a cost or as an expenditure to the organization. Still, we have to break that myth and create more awareness about it, that there could be potential risk in future where we have to protect us well in advance. Most of us neglect it. Most of us ignore it, once the problem will come and we'll see it. If I say, we always, this concept has been a matter of laughter in India, कि आग लगने से पहले कुआं खोद लिया. But if you look at from the risk mitigation point of view, this is actually a need. We don't wait कि आग लगेगी हम तब कुआं खोदेंगे. We have to prevent those kind of challenges well in advance. And most of us neglected the importance of I am accepting in front of you. I never thought that having that CGL plan can help me. I never thought it is for me. So even despite having qualification or leading a business, I am completely unaware what solution can support me. So the more awareness, and I think that breaking mental biases toward insurance product is also very important. So Ashu, again, we are working in a very volatile work, and there are positives of globalization and there are certain challenges also once it is coming to globalization, because sometimes we only try to replicate what is happening as a best practices, but those best practices not necessarily are right for our kind of culture or maybe other culture. So sometimes we give these kind of suggestions to our corporate client, but possibly they are being a global organization and they have to follow the instructions which are coming from globe. They might not like our suggestions and they may claim us. And that's where the importance of omission and error coverage is highly, highly important for our kind of businesses.
Thank you so much, Seema, for taking out time and being here. It was a really interesting conversation. Thanks a lot once again.
It's absolute pleasure, Ashu. I really enjoyed conversing with you, and it has been very insightful for me too. Thank you so much.